Welcome to Dalhousie's Faculty of Agriculture. Before we begin, I want to acknowledge that Dalhousie sits on Mi'kma'ki, the ancestral and unceded lands of the Mi'kmaq peoples. We recognize their strong stewardship of the land and are excited to work together going forward to ensure the land remains healthy for all. This Faculty of Agriculture encompasses a wide range of disciplines, including science, business, and engineering. With so many topics to cover, let's get to it. My name is Katelyn, and I'm Assistant Registrar, Recruitment and Admissions for Dalhousie. That's a long, fancy title just to say that my job is to help you identify the best fit program for you and also work with you through the admissions process. In the next 30 minutes or so, we'll be looking at the faculty as a whole, including the importance of agriculture for today and tomorrow, before diving into a more in-depth look at departments individually. And of course, the post-secondary experience of today is not just about academics, although that is still a huge part, but we'll also be covering opportunities and resources outside the classroom as well. And finally, we'll take a look at your next steps and how you can stay connected with us. As a faculty, we have over 1,000 students. That's quite a small campus. And that is a range of students from undergrad to master's to PhD students. And 20% of that student body are international students as well. So for being such a small, close-knit community, we still have such a global connection. We're also the only campus in Canada with an on-site teaching farm and the only agricultural campus in Atlantic Canada. We also have a strong connection with our alumni unit, and we have over $400,000 in donor-supported scholarships and bursaries each year. A lot of support for our students. So why study agriculture? The root of a successful tomorrow is grounded in agriculture. Not only can agriculture create solutions to global issues like clean energy and climate change, but it will enhance the way of life for all peoples around the globe. This is why Dalhousie's Faculty of Agriculture has taken steps to support the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. The United Nations have developed a strategy for sustainable development that was adopted by all UN member states in 2015. This strategy consists of 17 simple yet crucial goals for global peace and prosperity. They are not standalone goals. They are intertwined with each other. You cannot eliminate hunger by ravaging the lands and oceans, nor can one create sustainable communities without responsible consumption and production of the resources within those communities. This is why agriculture is the root of the solution. Young people like yourself are crucial leaders in the future health of our world. So how can you help? By pursuing education through the Faculty of Agriculture, of course. Our faculty has 4 departments: animal science and aquaculture, business and social sciences, engineering, and plant, food, and environmental sciences. Within each of these departments, we have 2- and 4-year programs. A 2-year program is typically called a diploma, and a 4-year program is called a bachelor. Let's look at these departments alphabetically. That means that our first one is animal science and aquaculture. Within this department, you can see a number of program options. You have animal science, which is a 4-year program where graduates come out with a Bachelor of Science or BSc in agriculture. These students focus on larger production animals and herd health. We're talking cattle, sheep, poultry, that kind of area. Aquaculture is also a 4-year program where students come out with a Bachelor of Science Agriculture. These students focus on a wide range of aquatic life, both wild and commercial. Bioveterinary Science is a 4-year BSc Bioveterinary Science program where students focus on smaller companion animals and individual animal health. So we're talking cats, dogs, lizards, budgies, that sort of thing. Then we have Veterinary Technology, which is a 2-year diploma program where students focus on a wide range of animals, and it gives graduates the skills to become a veterinary technician right out of those 2 years. A veterinary technician is essentially the nurse in an animal hospital, so a very important role there. And finally, we have pre-veterinary medicine. This is 2 years of courses that students need to take if they want to apply to the Doctor of Veterinary Medicine, or DVM, program anywhere across Canada. These 2 years do not give students a diploma or a bachelor. It is just 2 years of courses that students are required to have to apply to the DVM program. Those 2 years of courses are also built into the first 2 years of courses in animal science and bioveterinary science. So those 3 options there if you wanted to become a vet. Experiential learning is a huge focus on our campus. It is prevalent in all of our programs across all 4 departments. Having a farm and an aquaculture center directly on campus allows for a lot of hands-on learning in our classrooms. So you could take a class on animal nutrition or animal welfare or fish health and get right in there and physically learn from these creatures. Veterinary technician students also have over 600 hours of practical work across 3 intern and externships done in the winter of 2nd semester. Plenty of research is also happening by our faculty as well as our master's and PhD students. Quite often, they will be looking for assistance with their research throughout the academic year or over the summer months. This is true for all departments. In animal science and aquaculture, we have plenty of interesting research happening, including insect-based protein products for fish and poultry. This is extremely important for the commercial fish industry because fish food is often created from other fish. So it's very counterproductive if you wanted to have be farming fish and then also have to have other fish to feed those fish. So this will be very helpful for that industry. And not only is a researcher a viable career option for you in these fields, but there are so many others. For those of you interested in working with animals and believe that a vet is your best or only option, I challenge you to seriously look for other venues. Just because you identify one job does not mean that's the only path for you. And this goes for anybody that's looking for their future careers right now. Get out there and look for all those possibilities and then work back. What courses or what graduate programs do you need in order to achieve that career goal? Our next department is Business and Social Sciences. You can see all the degree programs listed here. We have Agricultural Business, which is a 4-year Bachelor of Science and Agriculture program that is a blend of science and business for well-rounded graduates. Agricultural Economics is also a 4-year Bachelor of Science and Agriculture program and is a blend of science and economics where grads can predict patterns in the agri-food industry. International Food Business is a Bachelor of Agriculture in a 4-year program that gives grads an international understanding of the agri-foods industry and the ability to work globally. Small Business Management is a Bachelor of Technology program that gives grads the business sense to manage or own their own business in a variety of fields. It is a Bachelor of Technology program, but it is only the final 2 years of that program. In order to come into the Small Business Management program, you need to have a 2-year diploma in a non-business related field first. And finally, we have our Business Management program, which is a diploma, and it focuses either on dairy farming or agricultural business practices and practical techniques. This program is currently being revised, but will be similar in nature and expected to be in place by 2021. Hands-on learning is also prevalent in this course. Whether you are studying the agri-food and food policies, understanding the tariffs, global tariffs, or if you're working on product development or advanced entrepreneurship, there's a lot of opportunities to get hands-on experience here. There's also a ton of research available happening in this field, from food distribution and policy systems and supply chains to media analysis of agriculture, food, and conservation issues. This is a very social department, and all of these things kind of intertwine with the world globally. And being a business person isn't the only job opportunity for you here. There are plenty of things. If you're looking to become a commodities trader, a dairy industry sales and service person, a trade specialist, or own your own business, this is a really great opportunity for you here. The Faculty of Agriculture also has an engineering department, which consists of 2 programs. Engineering, which is a diploma program and can be the first 2 years of the Bachelor of Engineering. This engineering program allows you to do the first 2 years on our small campus and then jump down to the Halifax campus for the final 2 years, having all the same level of education from the Halifax campus. And then we also have the Integrated Environmental Management program, which allows students to graduate with a Bachelor of Science in Agriculture after 4 years. And is really a mix of engineering and engineering and environmental sciences. So if you're looking to kind of create solutions to some of those environmental problems, this might be a great program for you to look into. And with anything in engineering, there's a lot of hands-on opportunities here. Whether you're looking at electric circuits or irrigation and drainage, you can actually get out there and do that hands-on experience in the lab and in the field. And of course, research is also happening in this department as well. And we've also, along with some of the research from our faculty and staff and students, we've also had students from the engineering department compete in the annual Canadian Engineering Competition, a national competition where Dalhousie agricultural engineering students have claimed the top spot in the last 3 years. Pretty impressive for such a small campus. And of course, the option to become an engineer is viable through this program, but so are a lot of other options like a sustainability officer or an environmental program coordinator. If you are passionate about the environment and want to get out there and explain to other people why it's so important, this could be a great venue for you. And our final department, last but certainly not least, just because it's alphabetical here, our programs are Plant Science, which is a Bachelor of Science in Agriculture program, again, a 4-year program that focuses on a wide array of areas, including breeding, food security, and sustainability. Environmental Sciences, which is a Bachelor of Science Agriculture program, analyzing complex environmental issues, both local and global, and develop practice solutions. Landscape Architecture, which is a Bachelor of Technology program in 4 years, where students learn everything from landscaping, horticulture, to design principles. And then we have Managed Landscapes, which is a diploma program, so 2 years, and you learn a lot of horticulture, natural and artificial landscape creation here. And then we have a Plant Science Diploma. So this is a 2-year diploma program that focuses on plant propagation, soil science, and entomology. Plant Science Diploma can be a pathway to the Plant Science Bachelor of Science in Agriculture if you're interested. So if you didn't know if you wanted to commit to a full 4-year program, you can start 2 years in plant science and then decide if you wanted to jump into those final 2 years of the plant science bachelor up top. Through our numerous greenhouses and open gardens, hands-on learning is an all-year possibility with our lab and outdoor work here in this department. You can jump into soil fertility and nutrition management, understanding food and bioproducts, greenhouse gas emission and climate change. There's so many hands-on opportunities here for you to understand the world around you. And of course, plenty of research happening here as well. We're looking at insect ecology, green performance, plant microbiome and intersections in the microbiome, and also soil health, huge important areas in our society today. So that's a quick brief overview of all of the programs available for you here in Dalhousie's Faculty of Agriculture. If you haven't already applied to the program or you're in the process, make sure that you've got the right requirements to each program. So if we look here, this is a chart that outlines all the course requirements. Please note that we're always going to be looking for 5 grade 12 academic courses, or a higher level, that's fine. Some programs may ask for more, including some grade 10 or grade 11 specific courses. Again, if it's asking for grade 11 bio and you've got grade 12 bio, that's fine. And we will always need grade 12 English as one of those 5 grade 12 courses. You can check out more of the specific requirements for the programs that you're interested in at dal.ca/UG course requirements. That's undergraduate UG course requirements. If you're missing one of the crucial courses for your program of interest, we have some opportunities for you to achieve that before you even get here on campus. So a Math 50 functions course will satisfy any pre-calculus requirements that you might be missing. Physics 50 will satisfy that physics requirement if you're missing that. And Chemistry 50 will satisfy the chemistry requirement. You can contact our extended learning department for more information on taking these programs over the next few months before you get here. Finding the right program for you is a huge part of selecting your best fit university. But that's not the only part of the university. Campus resources and culture should be a huge second. Remember, you'll be living here for 2 to 4 years at the least. You want to make sure that this can be a home away from home for you too. Academics don't stop once you leave the classroom or the lab or the field or wherever you've been learning for the day. There are plenty of opportunities to keep that momentum going throughout your time here. Aggie Will, WIL for Work Integrated Learning, is a great opportunity to graduate with some work experience in your field, making you much more employable. Adopt a Cow program, whether you're in an academic program that deals with cattle or not, you can jump into our Adopt a Cow program where you'll be taught how to specifically care for an animal, and you'll be given one of our girls to take care of, to muck out the stall, to make sure she's clean, socializing with the rest of the herd, and just kind of buddy up with her if you need a friend. We also have plenty of study abroad opportunities. One of our most popular ones here from campus is our African wildlife ecology, where students spend about 3 weeks down in South Africa on safaris, looking at and dealing with hands-on work with animals that aren't necessarily available here in Atlantic Canada. And of course, other DAL study abroad opportunities are available to students from our campus as well, along with plenty of academic clubs, societies, and internships. There's also a lot of academic support on our campus. We've got tutoring services, career support, academic accommodations if you're somebody that's been diagnosed with learning disabilities, or you just happen to break both your arms one day. Gosh, hope that never happens to anybody here. You also have an Indigenous student access pathway. So if you are an Indigenous person and you maybe don't meet on any of the or some of the requirements, we've got a kind of transition period for you to university. We also have a Math and Physics Help Center that offers free tutoring for math and physics, whether you're having a problem with one question from your assignment or the whole course in general. We've got students and staff there to help you with that, along with a lot of other resources academically. And we also have some non-academic support services as well, quite a few actually. We have our own health center on campus. So we've got nurses that are available weekly and doctors that come in several times a week. So if you've got a sniffle or a rash or something that you're not sure of, definitely come in and chat with them. We also have a multicultural center, mental health support, resident support staff, plenty of opportunities here. We also have a Dalhousie Agriculture Students Association, commonly called DASA, where these students are your voice on campus. They can fight for your rights at the higher levels with our faculty and our staff. And of course, the social opportunities. What's going to campus without having fun? We've got plenty of opportunities here, including Aggies at Night, so programs that happen in the evenings, like paint nights and things. We've also got plenty of volunteer events if you want to kind of build up that resume. And then if you just want to have some fun with some friends, we've got line dancing that happens all the time. We've got visiting speakers and workshops that come in. Residents are constantly hosting events in-house. And then we also have house challenges, which are again put on by DASA, our Students Association, where the houses have friendly competitions against each other, including those of our off-campus students. So if you are choosing to live off campus, you can still be a huge part of the community here. And then we also have a lot of academics, of course, or athletics, of course. We've got a whole athletic center that offers fitness classes like yoga or kickboxing. We've got pickleball courts, and full basketball courts. We've got weight rooms and cardio rooms. We've got a bike loan program where you can just borrow a bike for the day and see the greater area of Truro that we sit in. We've also got a Woodsman weekend. We have our own varsity teams. Woodsman happens to be the most popular one on our campus. If you've never heard of Woodsman before, Woodsman is kind of like really fun lumberjacking, single and double box saw, water boiling, axe throwing, and whether you're participating in it or not, our Woodsman weekends where you can come out and actively participate or cheer on the Rams, which are our mascots. We've also got club and intramural level sports if you're not looking for that varsity level sport. And we've got free admission to all our varsity home games. Go Rams! Woo! If you want to find out more about our varsity level sports, you can check out dal.ca/rams. And then residents. Of course, what is university without residents? The vast majority of our first-year students live in residence on campus. Residence life is a great opportunity to easily meet people, make friends, and chat with classmates outside of class, especially when you have a problem with the assignment. You can wander down the hall, knock on somebody's door and say, look, you're in my class. Do you understand this? And then maybe you both don't know, so you can go find someone else in the building that knows. Residence is a really great opportunity. Our residences at the agricultural campus consist of 3 buildings: Chapman House, Fraser House, and Truman House. And then within each of those buildings, there are 3 room options. You've got a shared double, which is a room with 2 beds, 2 desks, 2 closets, 2 of everything, typically 1 window still, and 2 people live in it. You have a single room, which is essentially a slightly smaller version of the double and only 1 of everything in it. And then you have a super single, which is typically a full double, but only 1 person lives in there. So you've got an extra bed that can become like your couch or that place where you throw all your clothes or your notes. It's just a super single room. We've also got several different options for sections of the building that you can live in. We have quiet sections, we have single gendered, and we have mature student sections. If you're not living in any of those sections, it will be a co-ed section. You can request all of those when you apply to residence. So how do you apply to residence? The first step is you have to be accepted to our agricultural campus and pay your admission deposit. That's a $200 confirmation deposit. That's not an extra $200. It starts to go right towards your paying your tuition. So it's basically like a down payment saying, yes, I am coming, put me on your list. Once you pay that admission deposit, you can then visit DAL online, which if you've not been to DAL online yet and you go to our main webpage, there'll be a gray bar right at the top, and it's in the top right-hand corner, the link to DAL online. When you go into DAL online, you'll see the student tab across the top. Click on that. And then in that student tab, you'll have the residence application link, and that will take you to the application for residence. After you apply, check your DAL email. This is through My DAL, which is the same place that you found the link for DAL online, will be right there on the main webpage. Offers will be sent out mid-May. So even if you apply back in October, we're still not going to hear anything until about mid-May on your room offer. Once you are offered a room, you also need to accept that. So just because you get a room offer, don't assume that we know that you're coming. We want you to tell us that you're coming. So you need to accept your room offer. How to accept your room offer will be outlined in that email that you get around mid-May. All students are guaranteed a room in residence as long as you apply for residence by June 15th. If you're planning to live off campus, you can check out dal.ca/livingoffcampus for more options and support there. And when you're living in residence, you have access to our fantastic Jenkins dining hall. It's a continuous dining experience. That means from morning to evening, you can pop in whenever you're hungry. There will be continuous food out there, like our salad bar, coffee bar, desserts, bagels, those kinds of things. But then at certain times of the day, like breakfast, lunch, and supper, hot meals will be served at our grill. There's also a variety of stations, like I mentioned, and one of those stations will be for accommodations for dietary restrictions, whether that's a physical restriction or a personal restriction. We can support all your dietary needs here. My favorite part about the Jenkins Dining Hall is this picture to the right. It's the My Pantry section. And this is just a whole separate area in the dining hall where if you're missing that specific taste from home or the specific way a dish is made, you can go in and make that dish yourself. There's a fridge here that's fully stocked, and if you need any of the ingredients, there'll be a paper right outside on the wall here. Just to the right, we just can't see it in this picture, but you just write those ingredients on the wall and chef will bring those in for you. So come in, sit, study, chat, and eat as much as you care to with one swipe of your meal plan. So what's next? Now that you're up to date on all the opportunities available to you at the Faculty of Agriculture, what are your next steps? How do you become an Aggie, which is an agricultural student? Well, if you haven't yet, you need to apply online. So explore the programs and remember to explore those career options that you're interested in. Visit dal.ca/apply now to apply online. Submit any documentation that you need to, including any transcripts, to admissions@dal.ca. And remember to check your personal emails because that's how we'll be getting back to you. So remember that when you apply, you put down your proper email. If you've already applied and you've been accepted, congratulations! Visit dal.ca/congratulations on more steps that you can take here. You will need to accept your offer admission by paying that $200 admission deposit online. More options on how to pay that will be at dal.ca/congratulations. You need to set up and check your DAL email. Again, the steps to do that will be in that link above, and submit your residence application. And then you'll need to select your courses. Course selection for new students will typically happen about June. So we still got some time. You don't need to worry about all that now, but we'll have more sessions later on in the summer on how to select your courses and how to register for those courses coming up. We've got a Register on Track program that you can do, and again, more information will be coming to you later on that, but it's going to give you that step-by-step, especially for those of you that are new to university and new in your family to university like I was. And of course, stay connected with us. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And for those of you that know that you're already coming to the agriculture campus in September, that's so exciting, join our Facebook group, chat with other incoming students, make those connections and friends even before you get here. We'll be waiting to see you guys online. And of course, if you have any questions, please feel free to contact myself, Cameron Finley, who's actually specifically on our agricultural campus, or anybody from our assistant registrar team. We're more than happy to help you with any of the questions that you have. Consider us your Dalhousie Googles. If you don't know where to go, just reach out to one of us. I hope to see you guys in the future. Thanks for coming.